Hey everyone, and welcome back to Reviews Done. Today we're taking a deep dive into the Sony FE 28E 70mm f3.5-5.6 OSS lens. This lens is often the first full-frame zoom for new Sony Alpha owners, but how does it really stack up? Is it a great starting point, or should you save your money? Let's break down what real users and experts are saying. We've seen tons of great feedback for this lens. For example, Zulma simply gave it 5 stars and called it excelente. That's a strong start. Another customer, Robert Cunningham, was super satisfied, saying he loved the lens and was happy with the quality. We agree. For an entry-level zoom, the image quality is surprisingly sharp, and RolfBertram.me even praised its great image quality and its ability to do near macro shots when you pair it with distance tubes. That's a cool hack that shows its versatility. However, not everyone had a perfect experience. We saw a 1-star review from Manny, who was really frustrated. He paid for a brand new lens, but received one that was clearly dirty and used. That's definitely a quality control issue with the seller, not the lens itself, but it's important to watch out for. Another user, Carlos, also gave it 1 star, complaining that his product was damaged, didn't focus right, and failed at certain focal lengths. That sounds like a defect, which is a bummer, but thankfully most people don't seem to have that specific focusing problem. Now, let's look at the core features. Sony designed the FE 2870mm to be compact, lightweight, and affordable for a full-frame lens. It uses special glass, 3 aspherical and 1 ED element, to make sure your images are sharp with minimal color issues. Plus, it has optical steady-shot image stabilization built right in, which is awesome for getting clear handheld shots. We also really like that it uses internal focusing, meaning the front element doesn't spin when you focus, which is great if you use polarized or ND filters. The pros have mixed feelings too. DustinAbbott.net said lenses like this are hugely popular with portrait and wedding photographers, which speaks to its reliable performance. And thedigitalpicture.com highlighted its compact size, lightweight, general-purpose focal length range, and low price as strong advantages. We totally agree on those points. But there are critics. The photographer wished it had more character, like better control over things like chromatic aberration, something they feel Canon does better. And ePhotozine called out the high cost, obvious barrel distortion, and the size and weight. Though, honestly, we find the size and weight to be pretty good for a full-frame zoom. So, what's the final word? The Sony FE 28-70mm has a solid 4.4 out of 5 stars across over 250 global ratings on Amazon, and Sony itself is a highly rated, low-return brand. When we combine the positive user feedback, those handy core features like stabilization, and the experts praising its value and compact nature, we think this is a fantastic first lens. It's a great way to start your full-frame journey without breaking the bank. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this review helpful, please hit that subscribe button, and you can check the description below for links and more details.